What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel Pitola in Motion, a place for busy people and dream chasers looking to achieve their goals in a more efficient way. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. This is Pitola in Motion and my name is Ira and I do project management, self-improvement and occasional lifestyle videos. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And to the rest of my lovely subscribers coming back for another video, I just want to start off by saying, guys, this week we hit 10,000 subscribers and I couldn't be happier. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported me thus far. I know people, and I'm still talking to subscribers that I met, you know, when I had only like 250 subscribers, and now I'm at 10k. It's actually crazy. I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so blessed, especially you guys DMing me, letting me know your success stories, you're getting interviews, you're getting PM roles. It just lets me know that, okay, thank God this content is useful. So thank you so much for the engagement, for the love. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Make sure you know I appreciate y'all. To celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers, I'm about to do two things. So number one, in this week's video, I'm gonna be answering all your PM questions. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go and do that. During the week, I asked you guys to send in your PM questions. Anything goes, and I got some good ones back, so that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. But also stick around right to the end of this video because I'm gonna be doing a PM giveaway on Instagram, and I want you guys to have the details for that. So guys, we at 10k, you got questions. I'm more than willing and happy to answer them where I can. And please do keep your suggestions coming in. I have so many to work through, but at least I have a good catalogue. And yeah, let's get straight into this video. So the first question I got down here is, what is your greatest success as a PM so far? Okay, so right, guys, what I'm about to say, you're gonna be like, well, aren't you paid to do that, love? So why is it that big of a deal? And I'm going to explain to you why. My greatest success as a PM so far in my PM journey is being able to actually deliver a project from start to finish, like the first one I was able to do. And you might think, okay, you do that on a daily basis. No, let me tell you something. There's multiple reasons that although you may be working as a PM for years, and I mean years, I've been working for like basically 5 years now, you may have not actually delivered projects from start to finish. So the reasons for that is, one, you might be put on a project that's already in flight, so you don't have the opportunity to go through the initial stage, the initiation, etc. Your project gets canned. Very, very, very tragic. In fact, guys, it happened to me recently. I'm not recovered yet, but let's see how it goes. So yeah, that's another reason why you might not be able to deliver from start to finish. It could be a range of reasons, but those are the top two that can come to my mind. So I remember the first project I was able to do solely by myself with not much support. I was a graduate at the time, so I was in my graduate scheme at the time as a PM. So I had a good, you know, I've done a few tasks here under a project manager or senior project manager, but this was like my first start to finish. It was a print migration, so we're moving some print services from one building into another building, and I was so proud of myself. It actually happened. Like, it happened. Like, over the weekend we went live, because obviously you don't do stuff like that during the week, just in case, you know, you break it and then no one can print. Tragic. But yeah, we went live, it happened. That was my greatest success. So if you are delivering projects and you actually start right from the beginning, I'm talking about when they bring the requirements to you and then you make it all the way to project closure, be very proud. Next question then, what's your favorite PM software / tools that you use? Okay, cool. So for me, if I'm honest guys, I don't really use any. I've always just used whatever my company or the company that I'm working for at the time uses. So for example, in my first place of work, because I've only worked in 2 places as a PM, in my first place of work, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't have no tools. What we had was Excel and MS Project. Those were our tools. When it came to reporting, it was all Excel based. PMO did some nice little algorithms in Excel to make it look fancy and whatever, and bring up charts and whatever. But in terms of actual a tool like an online platform or something like that. We just didn't have any. And that's why I also say to people, look, if you don't have a lot, or you can't afford a lot, or your company broke, or don't have the resources, it's okay. You can definitely do your work with just the basics that you have on your laptop, and I encourage it. That being said, where I'm at now, we use a tool called Smart Sheets, which basically does kind of all the same functionalities as the MS Suite would do as well. However, when it comes to reporting, it allows you to make some nice charts and dashboards and stuff like that, and it's actually quite good. At the beginning, I was just like, I feel like this is more work, but now that I'm using it a bit more, would I recommend? It's not bad. I think I need to try a few more. And if you use PM software, let me know what you're using down below so I can check it out and then maybe do a comparison. How do you manage expectations? I have people hitting me up wanting things done the same day. Whew. Now this one's tough, guys, because I empathize, I hear it. The key to setting expectations, and there's a lot of things, a lot of tips I have, which I'm putting into my course, by the way, which hopefully will launch next year, so be ready for that. But one of the top tips I would say in managing expectations is bringing people along the journey. When it comes to stakeholders, they want something done yesterday, but they don't understand that it can't be done because this needed to be done, for this needed to be done, for this needed to be done, for me to be able to deliver it to you. They just don't get it. They're just thinking, all right, cool, it could just be done. No, it can't just be done. But it's your job as a PM to have really clear, concise communication to let them know this is the process for things to be done. So that's my number one tip, right? In order to set expectations, when they're requesting certain things, you jump in before they ask and say, can I have it tomorrow? Let them know, right, in order for this to happen, this is what has to happen, that has to happen. When you take them on the journey, they begin to not just think that, okay, you're just being lazy and you just don't want to do it for them, but actually, damn, there's actually a bit of work to be done here. So that's really key. Another thing I would say is get in that communication early. The earlier you get in, it's better for you to tell them before they ask. Always better for you to tell them and say, well, just to set expectations, if you want this, it might take this. I need to confer with my team and I'll let you know. Exactly, rather than them, you know, you don't actually say anything and they're like, is it here yet? I need it tomorrow. You better be prepared. In order to do that, you clearly also need to know what it takes to do the work. So being clued up and having that in the back of your mind is also a top tip. So yeah, I've got a whole module of this in my course, so don't worry, more tips to come. What is your dream PM role? Okay, my dream PM role. I feel like I'm actually in my dream PM role. Could I say dream PM role? I really like the role I'm doing. So I don't know if I know exactly what I want. And I think it's because when I was in IT before, I liked some things, but I wasn't really happy. So you try something else out, you're like, I like this, you don't like this. I think it's a matter of trial and error. But now that I'm in a PM role where I deliver and make brand new products from start to finish, like literal physical products, I absolutely love it. And the reason why I love it is one, I can see the development take place, like literally from when we had just a blank PCB board or circuit board to now this beautiful product like in people's homes. Like I could walk into my friend's house and I'd be like, yeah, that was me. Bit of me, you know. I kind of like that. I get satisfaction out of that. So I really enjoy that, and I have a wonderful team behind me. I don't know if it gets better than that for me personally, because I'm quite satisfied with that, but definitely something in this realm. Engineering, I quite enjoy engineering kind of products, projects, and also projects where you know, there is something physical at the end. When I used to do like data migrations and stuff like that, like engineers will tell me, yeah, it's done, and I just have to believe them because I can't see with my eyes, and I ain't about to go to no remote what do you call it, data center to go and see for myself. Like, it's not that exciting. What's your lowest point in your PM journey so far? guys, I think I've already mentioned it, but I'll share with you guys. So in the company I'm currently working in, I've been working on a project since I started there about 2.5 years ago, and recently it got canned. Like, I don't even know how to feel. I feel like I'm still processing my emotions, because not only is that project like been so much stress. As a PM, when things are getting super stressful, the only thing that keeps me going generally is knowing, alright, cool, this is gonna come to an end in the sense that it's gonna be good, we're gonna deliver, it's gonna be so worth it. So after 2.5 years of stressing, lots of monies, lots of negotiation, lots of people just giving you rubbish, just stress, it's just done like that. And it happened so fast. They can't, I woke up, it was like, whoa. You know that meme of like that person falling? It's like, whoa, what just happened? That's how I felt. So yeah, I'm not over it. For me, it's a low point because it feels like so much energy, so much time has been wasted. But one thing I've come to realize, you've just got to always realize that the business is always going to make the best decision for themselves. My project got canned because it was no longer fit for purpose for what customers wanted. The product owner was like, yo, customers are no longer going to buy this. The circumstances have changed, you know, when a cost of living crisis, we need something a bit cheaper, etc. So it is what it is. But as a PM, I'm not gonna lie, if that's you, about 6 mil spent later, lots of hours spent later, stress, everything spent later, late nights. I'm recovering. Thank you. I'm recovering. I'm working through it. All right. So the next question is a cheeky one. How much do you earn? Now this is cheeky because whoever asked this question, you think I'm going to disclose my salary online to strangers? Well, I will never do that because not everyone out here is celebrating you or wants good things for you. So there's certain details that I believe that everyone should really just keep to themselves unless you're sharing it with like close friends to help them in their journey, etc. One thing I will do, because I'm all about transparency and I do want everyone to have a good understanding of salary expectations as a PM. I'll say I'm a PM, I've been a PM for 5 years, I've delivered and I have proven experience. And in the UK, that's really, really good. You know, it's in a good position for a PM to be in, and I earn well because of that. Just to set a little bit of a boundary, just to push it out a little bit, I'll say I earn greater than 40k and less than 100k. You guys can pick whatever number suits you. If it even matters, if it don't matter. One thing I would definitely say though, in case you are interested in money and those kind of discussions, and let me know if you are, so I can do a video on it, is check out my comparison video between project coordinator, project manager, and senior project manager, because I have a segment in there talking about salary expectations in the UK, generally within tech as well, and what you can expect to get. So make sure you check that out so you can at least know, if these people are offering me something, is this too low? Am I actually earning enough? Oh, they're actually offering a lot. I should actually grab this. So yeah, it's really important to have these conversations. But as for me and my personal details, over 40, less than 100. You can make it up. What are your biggest struggles as a PM? Oof. This is a nice one. And I do love this question because I already know the answer. I don't know why I'm looking up to the sky acting like I'm thinking about it. I do a lot of self-reflection and I think it's a good exercise for everyone to do. That's why I already know. So for me personally as a PM, and where I feel like, okay, if I want to become a bit more valuable, a video's coming out on it soon. If I want to, you know, level up in this world, I need to fill in the gaps of my technical understanding and knowledge in some areas. I work in the engineering kind of industry, consumer tech right now, and I have a good understanding of engineering principles, especially the electrical engineering side of things, a little bit of mechanical because I've had to pick that up as well. But in terms of like in-depth knowledge, I don't have it. And don't get me wrong, you don't need it to deliver. I'm delivering, I'm doing well, baby, you know, and I'm not an engineer, neither am I doing an engineering degree. However, I'll heavily caveat it and say there is a reason why technical PMs get paid a lot more money than normal PMs, which put out there, yeah? Because when you combine the two skills, it's a gold. So for me, that is one of the biggest things I struggle with, trying to understand and trying to see, how can I get to know more without actually having to go and read? I think I'm just being lazy and I need to go and read if I want to level up, but that's number one. Second one would be imposter syndrome. I've done a video on this as well, talking about my journey thus far. I've definitely improved, but there's still rooms that I walk in and I feel like, do I really belong here? sis, ma'am, Mr. Sir, you belong there, so do I. Don't let the devil deceive you, okay? So we just need to work through that. All right then, and then the last question I have here says, what's your top tip for being a great PM? Okay, I love this, and it's a wonderful place to end, I think. So to be a great PM, my top tip would be knowing how to influence people. Guys, as a PM, you are in control of a lot of things, in the sense that it's all on your head. I've said this countless times. I'm gonna keep saying it until you guys understand it and you believe it. So when people are not doing things you need them to do in order to keep the project on time, it can be very frustrating. And being able to influence people and get them on board is so key, because you do nothing. The engineers, the designers, the architects, they do everything, right? So if they're not on board with your plan and your approach, guess what? Nothing's getting done. And then you're just gonna get whacked. Not physically, but like mentally, from lots of people asking, why isn't this done? Why is this done? It's not my fault, they won't do it. You need to learn how to influence people. And once you get that, it's all to do with communication, it's all to do with stakeholder management, most importantly, relationship building. Once you are able to influence people, believe me, 10 times out of 10, your life becomes easier. So if you're not working on that as a PM, you definitely need to look into that. Okay guys, so that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit that like button. Once again guys, I just want to say a massive thank you for getting me to 10,000 subscribers. I'm so blessed, I'm so happy, I'm grateful to God. And yeah, because you guys have got me there and you've been so loyal and you've been so helpful, you've been so engaging as well, thank you. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on Instagram where you can win a free consultation service with me. So I have a number of services that are offered right now, and you will be able to pick which one is gonna be most beneficial for you if you win, and we will get that set up. There will be a post up tomorrow explaining how you can enter into this competition. It's going to end in 2 weeks' time, so make sure you get in quickly. Once again, that's it for this video. Road to 100K. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in my next one.